Greetings and welcome. Today I am doing a VR to John Wade Boggs fan as he hit 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations on that. That is quite the accomplishment. And for his VR, he wants to give a shout out to 5 channels with under 500 subs. So, easy enough. And John, I tried to make my backdrop feel like home for you and pulling out some of my Wade Boggs stuff. And also for each one of these, I wanted to share something that's related to each of these channels. So here are my top 5. First, I am going to start off with Ground Chuck. And I believe he's an Andre Dawson guy. So I'm going to share off my Andre Dawson autographed baseball. I've said this before, but I am terrible at finding new channels. And I found Ground Chuck's channel from his VR he did a couple months ago and have really enjoyed his content. Right now he's chasing Ted Kluszewski's run, and if you haven't checked out his series of Big Clue, you're missing out. They are enjoyable videos. Second is Vintage Card Steve. Steve's a Cubs guy, so I'm going to share my 1964 Topps Giants autograph Ron Santo card. I just love Steve's channel. I really like how he shares his cards. He'll show a 49 Bowman Pafko, then follow it up with a 1990s Topps George Brett. He's got a great collection, and he's not afraid to share some 80s or 90s cards because, like Steve, I think they're still awesome as well. He's just a good guy and a true collector, and I really love his channel. Third, I'd like to share is my friend Fabian, the undrafted player. He loves 91 NBA Upper Deck. So I'm going to share my Charles Barkley for him. Cool card. I love the NBA, and Fabian and I have made many comments on each other's videos about our mutual nostalgia for 90s basketball. So if you haven't checked out Undrafted Player, from collecting to gardening to golf, each video is great to watch. He has a fantastic collection, and you can tell the passion he has for the hobby in all of his videos. Fourth is Stories in Cardboard. And for Chris, I'm going to share a story of my own about this autographed Barry Sanders mini helmet. Can't get a good, sorry about the glare. But Stories in Cardboard is as advertised. He's got a tremendous collection in all sports, and he dives into the history of the players and teams and their place in sports history. He has a unique way of looking at cardboard, then expressing it through his videos. I'm always looking forward to when he posts a new one. So it's good stuff. So my story with the autographed Barry Sanders is I got this in person at the 2019 National, and my son was with me, and he had just turned 3 years old. And if you've ever been in line for a Sanders autograph, you'll know it's forever because he talks to every fan there. It sucks when you're waiting, but when you meet Sanders, it's awesome. So Barry's talking to me, asking me where I'm from, and I'm telling him how big of a fan I was. And I shake his hand after the autograph and the picture he took with me and my son. My son sees me shake his hand, so he turns around and extends his hand. And it was really cute because his arm was almost vertical due to the height difference. And Barry was really classy with him. So I thanked Barry again. And when my back was turned, my son kind of ran off. And by that, I mean 2 or 3 steps. So I went to grab him, but someone beat me to it. And someone is holding my son. And I look up, and it's Jerry Rice. So in a split second, I went from being furious that someone's got my kid to taking a photo of my son being held by Jerry Rice as he's sharing off his Super Bowl rings in the photo. He was a really cool guy. He shook my hand, and I told my son, I said, "You are too young to realize this, but you just met arguably the greatest running back and the greatest wide receiver of all time in about a 60-second span." So, moral of the story is don't touch my kid unless it's Jerry Rice. But getting back on track, my 5th shout out is going to be to Scott Maz. And for Scott, I've seen this player showcased in a couple of his videos. So I'm going to share the one, the only, the greatest, Michael Jordan. Scott's got a great collection, and it's a wide variety of cool stuff. His videos, you have to watch close because he shares something great, and then he shows something even greater, and then something even better than the last one. So he just keeps getting better in all of his videos. He seems like a great guy, and the hobby is better off with Scott in it. So there are my 5. All great channels, and they are all great to my channel, and I appreciate every single one of them. They all have under 500 subs. There's a few I would have loved to have added, but they were just slightly above 500, so I kept it as John wanted, under 500. Congratulations again, John, and thank you for the opportunity to do this VR. Enjoy your collection.